Hello and welcome my soul tribe and welcome to September. These energies are fantastic and I just had this sense to pull cards and I've had this spread, that came forward and it was such a relief, okay? So this spread is going to highlight new opportunities, breakthroughs that are happening, shifts and pieces of our higher timeline coming into play here. And especially if there's been some sort of process, something you've been preparing for, some sort of breakthrough that is happening here. We know we have the eclipse energy coming up, and I'm not even necessarily getting into that eclipse energy within this spread, but this is going to be 3 layers. We're going to look into this here on YouTube, and then I'm also going to go deeper into my Patreon memberships and dive, into this energy more because it is such a blessing with what is coming through. When I pulled this spread, I was like, what a relief this is. So keep in mind, this is collective in general. Receive what aligns, release what doesn't. Never give your power away to a reading or an outcome. Remember, you're a conscious creator. You shift and change your timeline with your free will choice. Now, if you're here because of Instagram, let me know in the comments. If you are an entrepreneur, let me know in the comments, okay? I would like to know a little bit more about my community, who I'm serving, and how I can best assist you because I have some new things in the works and a lot of exciting new opportunities coming forward. So let's dive in. We have the Ace of Swords to begin. So this Ace of Swords energy is a very clear breakthrough. It is a personal success. It is a moment in your life that can be quite defining, where you stop giving away your power, where you finally, something in your experience clicks into place. This is also representative of like the hand of source. So this is something that is being presented to you. The Ace of Swords is also about victory, clarity, truth, revelation, okay? And it's a very powerful, strong card to lead within the spread, within these energies. So if you've been struggling with challenges when it comes to your clarity, okay, that is coming through. These breakthroughs are showing up here for you. Now, sometimes we have breakthroughs and, truths and things are revealed, and it's something that, maybe is not what we're hoping for, not what we're expecting. But clarifying this is the Six of Wands, which is about success and victory. Okay, this is about public recognition. This is about being seen for your success, for who you truly are. Okay, this is also about being chosen. Okay, whether you're being chosen by the universe spiritually for some sort of success, some sort of recognition, some sort of program. Okay, some sort of it could be anything, advancement in your career. Okay, that's what's showing up here is this breakthrough and this advancement and this personal success with the Six of Wands, but it's also a public success for you. Okay, this is the, warrior returning from battle successful. So obviously this wasn't easy, what you've moved through, but this breakthrough is coming. This victory and the success, both of these cards are cards of victory and success. Okay, so any sort of challenges you've been facing, remember to keep that vision of what you want to create here, okay? And work with these energies that are going to be blessing you moving forward. Okay, we all have battles that we face. We all have processes and challenges that we're moving through. Then we have the Three of Wands, which is kind of a card, some would say it's of waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for the answer. But it also, to me, is you preparing for your success, preparing for that victory, preparing for the next step in your journey, okay? And this is also a card that's also positive that speaks about those blessings flowing in, whatever you require coming to you, being attracted to you here with the Three of Wands. It is about momentum, okay? So some of you, especially if you were struggling again with like confusion, you're gaining your clarity, your direction, okay? And part of this is also the way that you see yourself and seeing yourself as successful. But what's coming in with the Three of Wands is the Star card. The Star is about healing. It is about success, okay? Again, success, healing, The Star card's also a very beautiful card, a very gentle card. It does, I know it's Aquarius, but also reminds me of Piscean energy. And we have that, Pisces full moon eclipse that is going to be coming up here. The star is also about shining in your star quality, shining, being that light in the darkness. Some of you, again, finding solutions within challenges or obstacles that not just assist you, but assist others. Some of you, this is putting you on the map in the way that you want to be put on the map here with this star energy, that you have that star quality, especially with the Six of Wands in the star. This could be going viral. This could be, some sort of a very public recognition and success for you where you are seen. Okay, and the star card also is about healing. So there's been a great deal of healing that you have been doing to kind of prepare for this, whether that's your own internal journey, whether that's physical healing, emotional, mind, body, spirit, it all connects, right? I just saw 555. Many of you have been navigating through many different changes here, but the star is saying that you're shining bright, that those answers, that support, that success is coming in here. Those of you that just even something as simple as growing your social media account or growing your client list or healing something deeply personal, emotional, physical. It's like the pieces are coming into play here. Okay, this energy is so beautiful. And to continue with this momentum again, like I couldn't believe how incredible this energy that came through us for us. We have the sun. There's again a card of clarity, happiness. You have the star and the sun shining very brightly here, right? This is also, the sun is shining here on the Fool, on new beginnings, on fresh energy, on taking a risk for some sort of dream or something that is mostly important to you here, right? But the sun card is also speaking about making sure that we take the time to balance out if we're inside, going outside, getting fresh air, receiving some of those sun codes, right? All within reason. But you're here because you have a dream. You're here because you are looking for inspiration. You're diving deep into hope. Okay. And there is this beautiful shift that's coming. And then we have the 10 of Cups, which is about your complete fulfillment. But it's not just about your fulfillment and your success and your happiness and your joy frequency, which is such a powerful place to create from. The 10 of Cups is also about your family and those around you, and how your cup is overflowing and how that's blessing those around you. And with this beautiful 10 of Cups here, you see there's a couple and they have a baby. Some of you, it could be starting a family, right? Some of you, it could be anything that you're nurturing within your connection with another. Okay, for those of you that are in relationships. Some of you, you're bringing in a new partner that is your 10 of Cups, that you're ready for this next level of love, right? There is all of this potential wrapped up in this energy. There's all this success, this fulfillment, this joy. This can even represent inner child healing, right? But it is your higher timeline, the pieces coming into play, you having clarity, okay? You shining brightly and authentically, you taking the steps forward here for what it is that's most important to you. And when we get into the oracles for the consciousness, we have optimism, opening up doors, seeing the higher timeline, right? With this optimistic perspective, but also it's believing in your dream, believing in your higher timeline, believing in your business, believing in your dreams, okay, and creating your reality here. So you're having a consciousness shift, and these energies are very supportive for you to be able to do that. You see there's this portal or doorway opening up, and look, her arms are open. She's ready to receive it. So a big part of it is knowing that you're worthy, that you're ready to receive this. These new opportunities, these new beginnings, these new paths, okay? Some of you, a new relationship. Again, we'll dive deeper into these energies, in my Patreon, which is linked below. But this is like, these breakthroughs are coming. It is such a relief. It is a breath of fresh air, right? And it's also you being able to also have a different perspective than what you had before, because your energy is shifting. It's important that you do focus on your consciousness and your presence and your thoughts, right? But you're ready to receive. Okay, you're ready to receive these blessings. And the energy we have is courage. And what's so interesting is we have feminine and masculine energy here. So we probably have both watching this channel at this time. You can share that if you want below, you don't have to. But this is like the feminine energy is receiving and moving through this consciousness shift and upgrade in a very feminine way of being receptive, of opening up, of appreciating all the fruits of her labor. Look at all of the fruits that are surrounding her, this doorway, this abundance. Some of you, this is healing, your relationship with money. It's so personal, but it's so incredible. And then we have the energy of courage. And this is more kind of like the masculine energy of taking that aligned action, of taking the steps forward, even though you may not be able to see in the physical world yet the outcome or the manifestation, but believing in yourself and moving forward with that courage, with that faith, with that trust in the universe and in yourself and in what you're creating, right? Sometimes we just take the next step and then, the way appears for us. But some of you, it's like you like that challenge. You like having to kind of navigate and move through those obstacles. You're ready for it. Okay. And the next beautiful card we have is people as kindred partnerships. Again, like I said, many of you, new people, new energies, new soulmates, new relationships coming into your experience that are helping you with creating your higher timeline, helping you with your goals, helping you with whatever it is that's most important for you at this time. Some of you, it's like, it's so cool because it just shows the masculine energy in their power and the feminine energy in their power. And here we have the union of coming together, of working together, whether it's romantically within your partnerships, whether it's in business, whether it's in communities, right? Friendships. There is support, there is love, there is trust, right? There's an understanding, there's joy, there's celebration. Some of you, it's like you're planning on some sort of, vacation or relocation. But there's also so much appreciation and gratitude too. So all these high frequencies are really helping to shift your consciousness, your timeline, your experience. And there's so much trust that is here, right? Those of you that are single, that are wanting to attract in a partner, a kindred spirit, you're doing that. Trust in that, right? Use your discernment, of course, meeting new people. But there is this sense of joy that is coming through, a joy frequency, which when we manifest from a joy frequency, that's when you have more like instant manifestation happen for you. That's when life becomes just much more playful, right? That's when you approach challenges with a sense of optimism or a sense of courage. But this is such an amazing way to start the month, and I just wanted to share this. So again, receive what aligns, release anything that doesn't. I'm now going to take this into the extended for my Patreon. That's linked below. And then I'm going to take it even further for my Bloom members. So thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy this month and utilize this energy because there's shedding of old layers. There's just so much potential here for us that we can access. But a lot of it has to do with our vision, has to do with our consciousness, and having the courage to take the steps forward towards our 10 of Cups timeline. So thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I will see you in the Patreon. And if you're leaving me here, just take the best care of yourself. Have a beautiful September. I already have some ideas for the Zodiac series that I'm going to do, but I'm not going to release that just yet, but get excited. And I will see you soon.